We go. We are live. See, you're the
All
host
right, I'm
now.
making you co-host.
Please.
Get it all done before people come in. Hi there. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi there. Good morning. This morning we have balance and flexibility for our 9:30 class. Welcome. I see a lot of familiar faces. I'm glad you all found it. Good. Look at that. Welcome. Everybody's coming in. 23 of you already. Great job. If you were here for the core class, welcome back. 2 in a row. Getting our fitness on today before the weekend. Just to let you know, we have Max with us this morning. Max is from Get Set Up Support. He is our TA today. So he's here to answer any questions that you might have about audio or video, just basically any of your technical issues. Max is available directly in the chat. So feel free to reach out to him if you have any questions. Max has also posted the email address to request a recording of today's session, and that's in the chat as well. So good to see you all here. 33 of you on already. Wonderful. Great job, everybody. Glad that you are here today. Oh, I love seeing all your faces. I'm so glad you have your cameras on. Remember, this is a no judgment zone. I don't care if you are showing up in your pajamas. Don't worry about it. Just come and work out with us. Great looking bunch of workout people this morning. Look at you guys, all ready to get active. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can do the beginning slides and get started. Share. There we go. Welcome to Friday morning fitness class. Today's version is balance and flexibility. Start your day with Stacy, strong and balanced. So glad you all are here. I am your guide for this fitness class today. My name is Stacy. I'm from Pennsylvania, and along with a master's degree in counseling psychology, I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s, and I am certified as a group fitness instructor and personal trainer since then. Currently working on an adult healthy aging fitness certification. I think it's called functional aging. It's quite interesting. I love connecting with other adults who are interested in fitness, who love to work on improving their health and overall wellness. Get Set Up is this amazing training and educational platform, and it helps you learn wonderful things from people just like yourself so that we can remain independent, that we can challenge ourselves when appropriate, and just learn amazing new skills. And since we do learn from one another, ideally we can see you and your cameras are on, and I'll put mine on as soon as we stop screen share. Remember that you can request a recording after class of today's class by emailing help@getsetup.io. And if you're joining by live stream, we welcome you. Thanks for being here. The best way to participate is to join us fully and register for a class. And that way you will have the advantage of receiving the email after class that will give you some key takeaways from today's class, as well as point you in the direction of some other classes you might enjoy, and provide a link for you where you can offer us some feedback. Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific products or services that I might mention at any time during my class. Be sure to check with your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have any health conditions, if you take any medications, if you are recovering from an accident or illness. Be sure to have that conversation with your doctor. And most importantly, if your doctor has given you any recommendations or restrictions regarding exercise intensity or range of motion, be sure you follow your doctor's recommendations and not anything that I might show or demonstrate during my class. Come on, video. There we go. And I'm going to spotlight my screen right now so that you all can see me easily. There we go. Today's class is balance and flexibility. So I recommend the use of a chair, to assist with your support as you test and challenge your balance during this class. I hope that gives us a good vantage point. So I have the chair there just to offer some additional support. Are we ready to go? Make sure you have your water handy. All right, so we're going to just start with a little bit of a gentle warm up, marching in place. Let me see if I can, let me adjust that. Seems like my head is not on the screen. Let's see how this looks. A little bit better. Am I fully in? You can see my body. Good job. So we're marching just to get the blood flowing. Let's take it forward and back. 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. Just keep your arms here, beginning a gentle pumping movement. Forward and back. Forward and back. I'm going slightly on the diagonal here, kind of trying to stay away from my chair as I march forward and back. I'm going to add some arms, inhaling, reach up, and exhale, taking it back. 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. Waking up the body, getting that blood flowing. 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. March in place right here. Did you drink water before we started? I recommend that. And let's take a wide stance march right here. Right here. And you're taking this at your own pace. So if you're not marching as fast as me, you're slowing it down a little bit, whatever you're comfortable with. And let's bring those feet back in together. Keep your feet directly under your hips, not tight together like this, but about a hip width apart. This is your natural, normal stance. And then feet wide apart. And let's do just 8. So 4 more steps right and left, 2 more, last one, feet together for 8, 4, 3, 2, last one right here, feet apart for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, 2 more, last one, feet together, 8, 4, 3, 2, last one, step touch right here. Remember this one? Step touch. Remember, you can start small, keeping it comfortable. As you wake up your body and begin to get moving, add a little bit of arm swing to this. Just gentle, like the waves, wanting to just get it going. And let's hold those feet apart. I want you to rock side to side right here. Arms are by your side. As you lean side to side, I want you to make sure that through your midsection, you're nice and tight. Hips facing forward. We're not doing any twisting right here. Knees face forward. Shoulders are facing forward. Your diaphragm is lifted, and access that space right here across your midsection. Use your hands to feel. Are the ribs lifted? And is there a space between my lower rib and my hip bones? This is it right here. Now we're going to change this up a little bit. As you step, I want you to pull this leg in with a slide. Step, slide, step, slide. So this is different than our step touch where we're easily moving our feet. We're really going to start to activate the hips right here with a slide. Dig into the floor and slide, slide. Add a little biceps oomph right there. Crunch into the body with that slide. Bring the feet all the way in together. Slight bend to the knee. That's it. Slide. Slide that foot. Good. Activating that lower body. Nice. And let's just take it back to our gentle step touch right here. But I'm going to have you add a bigger arm. Reaching up and down. You're going to reach with the same arm in the direction that you're going. That's it right there. Reach, reach. You got it. And take it back to a march right here. Now we're going to make it bigger. See, I'm starting to pump my arms a little bit, lifting my knees just a little bit more. Still have your diaphragm lifted. But if you want to do a little bit of a get your body moving, get into it, it's okay to do that as long as you are feeling tight. Right here in the midsection, you got that core activated. That's where your balance originates. And let's take a wide march for 8 right here. It's 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 more, 3. And last one, bring it in right here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take it wide right here. Yes. And 4 more, 3, 2. Last one, feet in. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2. And step touch right here. And swing the arms. 4, 3, 2, and march right here. And now we're going to take that slide. Remember the step slide? Step slide. Pull that feet in. There you go. Pull it in. Pull it in together with a crunch. Pull it in. Woo! Right here. Pull it in. Drag that foot on the floor. Make it work. Activate those inner thighs. Pulling that leg in. Pull it in. Right there. Let's do one more each side. Then we're going to take it back to a step touch with the reach. Reaching up overhead and pulling it down. Good job. You got it. Right here. And 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Let's do some slow-mo moves. Slow motion is really going to start to activate our balance. So I want you to march slow, lifting that knee, but you're going to keep it moving. It's like you're marching in water. Nice and slow. Activate the core muscles. So as you lift your knee, if you're lifting a little bit and clearing the floor, you've got this engaged right through the midsection. Four more. And 3, 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Let's do those step and pull. So it's the step, slide, pull it in. There it is right here. It's the opposite arm. Well, whichever one you want to do. I'm using the opposite arm as I pull in right here. This is already a pretty slow movement with the purpose of activating some of the muscle groups that we're going to use for balance work. Slide. Slide that foot across the floor. 4 more. Right here. 3 more. Yes. 2 more. Last one. Let's grab a hold of the chair. So we're going to do some activation of our hip muscles and our abdominal muscles by doing some leg lifts. And we're going to do that, but hold on to the chair. And then when you're ready, challenge your balance. So taking it with the whatever hand you have chosen to hold on to the chair, the outside leg. So I'm holding on to the chair here, demonstrating in a mirror image, it would be your right side. So my left leg is on the outside, and I just want to lift to the front. Let me move this back so you can see my leg. Lifting, just clearing the floor. I have my toes lifted, and I'm doing very gentle heel taps right here. Just lifting to the front. And 8, 7, 6, make sure you're tall. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Let's lift to the side. 8. See how low my lift is? The object here is to stay straight and tall through the supporting standing leg. So I'm not leaning with it or collapsing this way into it, but focusing on keeping my core muscles nice and tight. My toes are facing forward, knee faces forward, and I'm just doing a very gentle and low leg lift. All right, I think we've done enough. We're going to lift to the back. Well, how about we face the chair and lift to the back? And again, keep strong and tall. So this is not a high leg lift like that. Just keep it really small because you want to tighten up your hips. Feel strong in the core. That's it. You got it. 4 more. And 3, 2 more. Last one. There we go. Let's do that same set of movements on the opposite side. So whichever hand is on the chair now, I'm demonstrating for you, it would be your left. then it's going to be the outside leg. So here it is with the right. And we're going to start with the lifts to the front, grabbing a nice tight torso, making sure that you feel strong in your midsection. And you're just doing this lift right here in front. Toes are lifted. You might tap your heel on the floor in between. Let's take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Let's lift to the side for 8. Keep the toes facing forward, knee facing forward, and your body is strong and long right here. Feel lifted. 4 more, 3, 2 more, last one. Turn and face the chair so we can lift to the rear. Same positioning. Leading with the heel, toes are facing forward, and it's a very small lift. Keep it low so that your torso can remain upright. 4 more, and 3, 2 more, and last one. We're going to start again, and this time I'm going to challenge you to gently lift your hand. Now, if you were clutching with your hand that first time through, maybe you can lighten your grip and place just your fingertips on the back of the chair. You could try it with just one finger, just so you know the support is there and you could grab it if you need to, but the goal is really going to be to see at what point can you release the chair and do your leg lifts. So you have to be strong, tighten through your core, and you're lifting to the front for 8. So gentle, just a very gentle hold. Maybe it's with just the fingertips, just one finger. 4 more. Maybe you're able to let go. 3, 2, last one, and to the side. Fingertips, one finger. Let's slow it down. 4 more, and 3, 2 more, last one, and to the back. Lifting directly behind you. There it is. Tightening up your hips. Fingertip, one hand. What works for you today? A lot of this is mind over matter, focusing on the tightening through here so you're strong through your hips. The rib cage is lifted. 4 more, and 3, 2 more, last one, and down. Great job. We're going to come back to that, but let's take a break. Holding onto the chair with one hand very lightly. I want you to just lift the outside leg off the floor. Rest it on the other foot. Just rest it here. And we're going to work with this opposite arm. Now this is interesting, right? Because you're standing on one leg. Now you're going to begin to feel that in the hip area if you don't stay lifted. So you want to make sure that you are pulled up through that hip, that your diaphragm is lifted, and we're going to reach up and out to the side. Reach up and out to the side. Reach up and out. Reach up and out. 4 more. And 3 more. Are you just holding on here with one finger? 2 more. Last one. That's quite challenging. Or you're holding on with your hand, whatever works for you. Let's take that on the other side. All right, so one foot coming up off the floor, just relax it here. You can hold it at your ankle, step on the other foot if you want to, whatever works for you so that you are basically putting all of your weight on that one standing leg. Make sure your shoulders are square, diaphragm lifted, hips are forward, and working with this opposite arm to challenge your balance. Lift up and out. Lift up and out. Very light hold on the chair, one finger, palm of the hand. Do your best to not be gripping the chair tightly. Mind over matter. Think about balance. Where are you here with that today? And you know, have you ever noticed that some days it's like your balance is there and you feel better and you can do some of these challenges standing on one leg, and other days it's just gone. And that's okay. Wherever you are, make sure you are supported and safe. Lift and lower. Just 2 more. Up, reaching out to the side. And here we are. And open. Great. Are you able to hold that for a little bit right there, standing at all? Challenge yourself. Okay, next challenge is, now you know how when we do our lunges and stuff, I always say don't line your feet up one in front of the other. Well, the challenge today is to line your feet up one in front of the other. So make sure you have that chair right here next to you, and with the outside leg, place your heel right in front of the toes of your inside foot. Place your foot down on the floor so both feet are facing forward. And what I want you to do is feel your balance right here. Can you let go and balance for 30 seconds with your feet in alignment? And we're not doing any movement. We're not bending our knees or doing squats or anything like that. But your chair is right here. Maybe you're just comfortably holding one finger, the palm of your hand, fingers outstretched. 5 more seconds, you guys. You're doing great. And go ahead and release. Let's try it now in the other direction. So with the outside foot, now you take your inside foot and place the heel in front of the toe and put the foot down flat on the floor. Stand up nice and tall. And if you can release the chair and hold your balance here for 30 seconds, I'm timing it. And remember, the chair is here for your support or for your challenge. You can lift your hand and keep it right here low, maybe if you want to challenge yourself, or just use one finger. All your fingers. We've got 15 more seconds. You're doing great. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. How did you do? Were you able to hold your balance a little bit there? Fantastic. All right, let's go back to those leg lifts. We're going to do that one more time, and this time I'll challenge you to find your balance wherever you are. We're doing 8 leg lifts to the front, side, and back facing the chair. So it's here for your support, but I'm going to encourage you to maybe step out a little bit further. Just place your hand very lightly and lifting to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And now let's try it to the side. You can adjust. Remember, the chair is here for your support and your safety, but you can challenge yourself when you're ready. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And let's face the chair and do 8 to the back. Standing nice and tall. Remember, don't lean into this. You want to engage your core and keep your torso in the same position. 8 to the back. 7, squeeze your hips. 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, 2, last one, release. To the other side. You guys are doing great. Look at us, we're moving forward. You know, it's not uncommon to have one side be easier to balance than the other. So if you experience that, just know that that is perfectly normal. Stepping out slightly further from the chair if you can. Find your balance on that one leg, and let's lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. And to the side, adjust so you're ready to go right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. And let's turn toward the chair and try it right here. Get your position nice and tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it back in together. How did you do? All righty, let's do the feet lined up again and try that balance on each side. Place your inside foot, the one by the chair here, place that on the floor. Other foot, heels directly in front of the toe, foot flat on the floor. Find your balance in this position and see if you are able to hold here for 30 seconds. Right here, holding. Remember, you have this chair here for support. If you're not ready to let go, that's okay. Holding right here. You got it. Can you do 10 more seconds? Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's do the other foot in front now. So the outside foot is your back foot. Take the inside foot and place heels in front of toes, foot flat on the floor. Find your balance and let's hold for 30 seconds right here. You got it. There it is. And remember, the chair is here if you're not ready. It's okay. Make sure you're safe. This is a challenge today. Doing great. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Great job. You guys are doing really good. All right, let's work a little bit with our feet because part of your balance is having strong feet and lower legs. So you can see my feet. I'm going to stand like this at my chair with the chair for support. And all I want to do is press and lift my heel off the floor with one leg 8 times. 2, I'm leaning into it a little bit as I lift just the heel off the floor. Lifting the heel. This is number 4, and we're going to do 8 to each side. 4 more, and 3, 2 more, last one. Other foot, just lifting. I'm lifting the heel off the floor, putting a little bit of weight into it as I lean to that side, working through that foot, activating the calf muscle, working through the foot and strengthening those muscles. This helps protect your ankles. Strong feet and lower legs will help protect your ankles. 4 more. Right here, 4 and 3. 2 more. And last one. And let's lift the toes now. Try to center your weight for this. Maybe your feet are shoulder width apart, toes facing toward 11 and 1 on the clock, and just lift your toes 8 times to one side. Feel how you're activating now the muscle up the front of your shin, lifting, just toes coming up off the floor, 1 foot at a time. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one. I want you to lift one and hold, 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 and release. Let's work the other foot. Lifting. Lift up, nice and tall. I was bending into it to look at my foot. You know your feet are down there. You don't have to look at them, but I fall into that trap just as easily as anyone. 4 more. Lift those toes. Dig that heel in. 2 more. Here's the last one. Now I want you to take 1 more and hold right here. Hold it up. Hold it. Hold it. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. Great job. Facing the chair. We're going to do some leg lifts, 8 each side, starting first. And this is a holding on exercise because I want you to activate the hips and not worry about balance right now. So I want you to just slide your foot out and bring it in. So we're working on I'm working with the foot toward the camera so you can see. You choose one and then we'll switch sides. Slide the foot on the floor just to the point of the toe and then return. Slide and return. Now you see when I'm only moving my leg this far, I don't have to lean. I'm not leaning forward, but I'm squeezing my hips and I'm feeling this a little bit in my lower back, pulling it back and return. Out and in, nice and tall. 4 more right here. Then 3, 2 more. And here's the last one. And now let's take it to a gentle leg lift. Clearing the floor if you can. Can you lift your foot just slightly off the floor without bending forward? We're still not bending forward. Right here. 4 more. Squeezing the booty on each lift. Feel that squeeze. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. And now we're going to do a set where we do go ahead and lean forward with the torso ever so slightly. So just a little bit higher of a lift right here and return. Lift and return. Lift. You feel that? Feel that difference? You're kind of working your whole body, hinging forward ever so slightly from the hips to allow the foot just a little bit more clearance from the floor. That's it. Not a lot of height here. Just keeping it very gentle as we're working these muscles today. Good. 3 more. Yes. 2 more. There you have it. And the last one is right here. And I'm going to ask you right here, can you hold your balance? Woo! Can you let go for just a second, a minute, an instant, and release? Good job. We're going to switch now and do that series with the other leg, and then we'll do some stretching. So we started, if you remember, with just a foot dragging to the back to extend the foot to the reach of the toe while you are remaining upright, nice and strong. Holding very lightly onto the chair so that you can think about your balance. But I don't really want you to struggle with challenging your balance because I want you to feel this in your hips as you tighten on the lift and release. Feel that as you take it back and return. 4 more right here. And 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to do 8 where we just clear the floor. So the foot just clears the floor, but we're not bending forward from the hips. So that's right here and return. Lifting right here. Feel strong in the lower back and feel that tension in the booty. Right here and return. Yes. Here it is and return. 4 more. And 3 more. Good. 2 more. And here's the last one. And now one set where we do give in a little bit with hinging forward, a slightly higher lift to the back. So here that looks like this, right here, just clearing the floor. And my body is almost like one line with the leg. And back. 2, that's it right there. Are we having fun yet? And 4 more. And 3 more. 2 more. Last one, and I want you to hold it. Can you hold it right here? And when you're holding it, feel what your balance is like. Because now you're leaning forward, but that's okay because you may be able to balance here. Maybe not, but that's what the chair is for. Support and safety. And release. Great job. Now we're going to use the chair to sit and stretch. But first, I have a standing stretch for you. So where we are right here, facing the chair, I want you to step back. And we're going to hinge forward and we're going to do a stretch all the way up the back of our legs, kind of stretching into the hamstrings. And that looks like this. It's a hinging forward, keeping the legs straight. The back hinges straight, long spine, but you're going to hold on to the chair so that you're not putting too much tension into the lower back, but allowing this lean and this forward hinging from the hips to activate the stretching of your hamstrings. So if you are able to hinge forward, keeping those legs straight, but the knees aren't locked back, they're just lengthened, knees are soft. Hinge forward to where you feel the stretch and hold right there and continue to breathe. You're using that chair for support, but not so much that it does this, right? Feel that stretch all the way up the back of the legs. And release, using the hands and arms to press yourselves back up into the vertical position. Woo! Holding onto the chair, I want to do a quadricep stretch. That's the muscle here on the top of the thigh. So if you can lift your lower leg, and if you can grab onto where your shoelaces are, or would be if you had shoes on, keep your knee facing down toward the floor, and just hold that stretch right there. Hold that stretch. Now modifying is bending it a little bit forward so you don't feel the stretch as much right here in the front of your hips. The more you can keep that quadriceps facing toward the floor and in alignment with your other leg, the more you will feel that stretch on the top of your thigh. And that's what we're aiming for right here. So grabbing on, maybe you can just grab your toe. Maybe you can grab further up onto your foot. And release gently. Allow the foot to come back to the floor. And let's do that same stretch with the other leg. Bending the knee. Grabbing a hold of that foot if you're able to. And then bringing the knee in alignment with the other knee. Feel that stretch up the front of your thigh. And gently release. There you go. Excellent. Now we can sit down and do some additional stretching. First stretch is going to be with your knees directly over the corners of the chair. So the front corner edge of the chair, your legs are open in a slight V, placing your hands right here on top of the thighs, hinge forward into your legs, right here. Feel that stretch on the inner thigh. And release. Press back up. One more time, forward, hinging right here. and back up. Nice. Bring the feet in together now so that your thighs are going directly forward. Sit nice and tall. Hinge forward. Feeling this stretch through the hips. And return. One more time, forward. Feeling the stretch now through the lower back, through the hips. And return. Let's do a little bit more hip stretching. Scoot forward slightly onto the seat of the chair. Excuse me while I grab my water. Wondered where that had gotten to. All right, so we're going to extend our feet out slightly in front of us. Let me move back so you can make sure that you can see a little bit better. Hope my feet are in the camera. Extend it out ever so slightly. I'm going to take one leg and just cross at the ankle. And then in this crossed position, I'm going to allow my knee to flop open to the side, just wherever it is comfortable going. We're going to be working on the outside of the hip of that leg that's crossed over. And this is the first level of this stretch. So you may not feel this stretch particularly hard, but as I show you different positions, you'll feel additional levels of stretching. We're going to hinge forward, hands right here on the thighs for support. Hinging over. Now the goal is to feel the stretch in the outside of this hip. If you're not feeling that yet, that's okay. We will get there. But take this as your starting point. And return, pressing back up through through your back up into the vertical position. Whew. Now let's move this leg up. The bottom leg continues to be straight. But the top leg, the one that was crossed at the ankle, is going to come up here and rest just above the knee. Now here you should begin to feel this stretch even more. And rather than pressing down too hard on your leg here and pushing against this knee, be sure that your foot is above the knee, resting on the thigh. Knee flopped out, open to the side. Hold on to the seat of the chair for support, or onto the leg that is crossed over, and hinge forward from the hips. Now you're going to feel this in two places. You may feel this on the outside of this hip because we have now gotten into the deeper stretch, but you may also feel this up the back of the leg that is extended. I always like when an exercise does two things. So we're doing two stretches at once, but the one I'm focused on is the outside of the hip. It's an area that doesn't get stretched very often. It tends to be very tight, and we do want to make sure that we are stretching that muscle. And release. Good. The next level of this stretch is to bend the knee that is supporting. So bend that knee to 90 degrees if you're still able to hold this crossed over position, if your hip will allow you to have this flexibility and your knee is open to the side at whatever comfortable position it will go. Hinging forward, your back in a straight, long, lengthened spine position. And you are hinging forward, feeling that stretch right up through the side of your hip, into your buttocks. We are engaging the stretch receptors for all those muscles. Can you feel it? I know I can. I know I can. My hand is resting lightly here. I'm not pressing. And release. Whew! I hope you were breathing through that stretch. Let's do those three positions now to the other side. So starting with your legs extended, And with the leg that we didn't do, cross over at the ankle. That leg is now on top. Open the knee to the side in whatever comfortable position. Your knee will flop open and hinge forward, holding onto the chair for support, hinging forward with a straight back, trying to show you a straight back, lengthened spine. I feel that stretch much more up the back of this leg through my hamstring than I do on the hip of the leg that's crossed over. But I will, as we get further into this stretch with the different levels and positions, I will feel it. Right now, I'm holding on to the rungs of the chair here, just under the seat. That offers me a good feeling of protection. I feel like I'm not going to fall forward out of the chair. And release, coming back up. I'm using my hands for support, pressing myself back up into the seated position. And now I'm going to lift this foot up over top of the knee. You don't want to ever rest on the knee and press the knee backwards. So make sure it's just above the knee. And the knee on top is open to the side in whatever position it will go to. And you're going to hinge forward from the hips, giving that outside, the outside of your hip there, giving that a nice good stretch. And we're holding it and we're breathing into our stretch and release. Now remember, we're moving to each successive, more challenging position for this hip stretch. So if you're comfortable staying at one of the lower two levels, the introductory levels of this stretch, please do that. Don't feel the need to do exactly what I'm recommending at this time if your hips don't allow that. But if you do have that flexibility in your hip and you're able to get this leg up here crossed over and the knee flopped out to the side, you'll give yourself a great stretch on the outside of the hip. So getting your position, sitting up nice and tall, holding onto the chair if you need to for support, hinge forward with a straight back and feel that stretch right here on the outside of the other hip, the hip that's crossed over. That's where you're going to feel it. Feel that stretch. Man, I am much tighter on this side than the other side, much tighter. So I'm just going to hold this stretch and make sure that I am breathing. I'm holding it at the maximum stretch point that I have available to me this morning, right here. I feel that deep inside my hip. And that is what I'm aiming to do. And I'm not trying to hurt myself by going any further or deeper into the stretch. I'm just holding it where I can feel it, and I am breathing right there. And as I'm holding it, I do feel it release a little bit. I'm feeling it relax. And I'm able to get a little bit more of a stretch, but be very cautious as you feel that. Let your body guide you. Be very aware of those feelings as you're doing that. And then I want you just to release and come back up and gently return your foot to the floor. Let's take a couple of breaths. We're going to do our closing meditation, some breath work. And I will share my thank you slides one more time. Inhale, reach up nice and tall, and exhale. I'm going to grab my cue cards. And I need a little bit of water. You have water? Let's take a little drink before we do our breath work. Feeling so joyful and thankful for completing 2 exercise classes this morning. I don't know how many of you were here for both, but if you were, congratulations. Welcome to the weekend. You deserve it. If this was your first class today, fantastic. So glad that you made the one class. This was a great class working on balance and some important flexibility considerations. And I hope you learned something. So I want you to take those positive thoughts and feelings of success into your breath work right now and inhale. On the inhale, pull in the joy of accomplishment, that feeling of success that you have right now for completing this class and sticking it out and doing the best you can. And I'm going to share some positive messages with you while you focus on your breathing. And perhaps one of these messages will resonate with you and you will take it with you into the rest of today and maybe even into the weekend. I am willing to learn something new every day. Learning is what keeps us young, and I hope that you have that openness to learning. I have the power to make changes. I have the power to make changes. I'm right here in this class making changes in my body and helping you to make changes in yours as we become stronger and more flexible. I am worth loving. Oh, that is a deep message that speaks to my heart. I am worth loving. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to change myself. I am worth loving just the way I am, right here today. I am taking the next step for my healing. And that is the healing of my body and the healing of my heart and spirit. I am taking the next step for my healing. What a great message. And finally, just for today, I accept all parts of myself, even the parts that hurt. And when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel sore, and I'm going to accept those parts anyway. And I'm going to listen to the message that they are telling me about how I work today and what I worked hard on and maybe where I need to work a little bit more. I hope you take those messages with you today and feel the joy of your accomplishment by being here. I am grateful for all of you for showing up and sharing this workout with me. I'm going to come up to the screen and share my closing thank you slides. Please stay with me as we do that. Thank you for joining me this morning. Remember that if you are active on social media, you can share your experience by using the hashtag #GetSetUp. You can use @GetSetUp if your social media platform permits that. And if you're not active on social media, that's okay. Email Liz at getsetup.io. And if you're looking for some other related classes to get yourself moving over the weekend or the rest of today, check out Ageless Grace or Get Moving by Line Dancing, or even some of our many yoga classes. So my next classes on Monday, I have core training, and on Tuesday, we get moving with a very gentle cardio class, but the class is called Let's Get Moving. On Wednesday, we do seated strength training, and on Thursday, we have a fitness combo. Be on the lookout for the email that you will receive later today from Get Set Up. It will contain some notes from today's class, as well as highlight some other classes that you might be interested in. And there will be a link where you can provide feedback. You know, now you can refer a friend to Get Set Up by looking for this screen after you book your session. Look for this tab that says Invite a Friend, and then you will be able to input your friend's email address and click the orange tab to send. Your friend will receive an email automatically inviting them to join you right here on Get Set Up. Here is the most important email for you to remember. Write it down, put it in an important spot where you know you'll have it. but the email is help@getsetup.io. And that's the email that you want to use to request a session recording or to let us know that you have a passionate interest that you would like to share. Or maybe you've been looking for a new class topic that we have not provided yet. Suggest a new class topic at this email address. And also know that we partner with community associations all across the country. And if we are not yet with the association in your community, let us know what that organization is, and we will reach out to them. Thank you once again for joining me. Have a great day and a fabulous weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.